fingers and put diamonds in our niggas. For drink inside my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't fuck with Texas. Hey, we always strap, we keep our weapons. My mama from the A, she slowed it down for me at 7. Used to think Pepsi was a god before he went to heaven. I knew what pushing P was before Gunna even said it. Hey, C0 taught me keep my weapon and never trust a nigga or a bitch cause it's expected.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little intro. If you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the like button, share whatever you want to do. Don't really care, but I appreciate the support regardless. Leave a comment, do what you want. Don't really care, like I said, but I do appreciate all the support. It's been wild. We're about to hit 3,000 subscribers already. I'm not for sure if we will by the time this video comes out, but we're at 2,800 at the moment as I'm doing this video. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're gonna be doing a review over the Glock 47. I just picked up this pistol last week, and honestly, I've shot about 500 to 600 rounds through it, just out of one range day so far, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. It's been a great little pistol. Not little, I guess it's full size. It's been a great pistol to run. Honestly, it's kind of made me fall back in love with Glock just a little bit. As you guys know, I am a big SIG fan, but I'm also a big Glock fan as well. You can't hate Proficiency. They're both great weapon systems and they're both great companies. I don't have a preference, but I am kind of leaning back a little bit more towards the Glock side of things after shooting this pistol. You may be asking yourself, what makes this Glock so special? Well, really, I mean, it's just a Glock. I mean, realistically, it is just a Glock. What they've done is that they've taken a 17 and pretty much made it compatible with 19s and so on and so forth. Same with the 45. So basically what you can do with this handgun is that you can take this slide off and any Gen 5, 19, and 45 will fit onto this. Jumping into the specs, I'm gonna jump into the specs really quick over this just so you guys have a rundown of the size and what you can expect when you're going to buy this gun or if you're looking into buying this gun. So it's 17 plus 1, it holds 17 rounds and then one in the chamber as well. Overall length is 7.9 inches. The barrel length is 4.49 inches. Height of this is 5.47 inches. And then unloaded, this weighs 25 ounces. For the most part, this is pretty much just, like I said, like a Glock 17, but it's on more of a 19 frame-ish. Not really. The pistol grip, like I said, is a Glock 17 Gen 5 for the most part. It's very cut and dry. It's basically, like I said, a Glock 17, but compatible with your 19s and your 45s. On Gen 5s specifically, like you can't take a Gen 3 and slide it on top of there. I have a Gen 3 19 and it doesn't work. I have tried it. So what I'm running specifically on this Glock is a TLR 1 HL. This is the 1000 lumen, and then I have a Holosun 507 Charlie, and I have a base plate on here that is made by Glock for these. So far, it's ran pretty well. I haven't had any issues with it. I haven't run into any issues of it losing its zero or anything related to that. It's done really well. It's on there pretty stable. It's Loctited on there to spec, and so far, it's been good for about 500 rounds, haven't had any issues. You can basically make 4 handguns out of this if you're using a Glock 45 or a 19 Gen 5. You can take the slide off and rock it that way, and you can put on a 45, or you can put on the 19 slide as well. And it'll basically make 4 varieties of handguns that you can use. I know that the Border Patrol has adopted this handgun. I know some police departments have adopted the 45s and the 47s. For the most part, like I said, they're just Glock 17s realistically. It's just on a smaller, it's not the exact same. It does overhang a little bit right here on the bottom portion, the slide does. So taking the slide off real quick, obviously I can do this a little bit faster than some people that claim themselves as professionals, but different story. So as you can see, it's using the same spring as a 19. I don't like to change the internals of Glocks really at all, just because you're messing with the reliability of it at that point. I'm not a big person on changing internals of Glocks just because, like I said, at that point, you're risking a little bit of your reliability. On the bottom portion of this, you get your Gen 5 flared magwell, and then it does come with these additional grips that you can put on here that do have a little bit of a larger beaver tail, and it has either it's like a medium grip. This is the small portion, and then you do have a large one as well for, you know, larger hands, and it works pretty well for the most part. I keep mine pretty stock because I've average hand size. It fits well for me. It comes with a stock Glock trigger, and pretty much it's a basic Glock internals. You do get your stock Glock sights like normal, and then you do get a normal magazine release as well. It's not anything special, but it is ambidextrous. So compared to a Glock 19, this is a Glock 19 Gen 3, and then here's the 45. Here's the comparison of lengthwise. It's not necessarily extremely longer. As you can tell, it probably hangs off about, I would say, an inch more, maybe a little bit less. I'd probably say about 3/4 of an inch it hangs off, but it's not extremely large. A little bit of a side-by-side comparison. Like I said, it's not crazy. Then here's a comparison between a Glock 34. So your Glock 34 is extremely long compared to this. It's got probably about an inch on it. And then here is your slide comparison size. This is a Gen 5 Glock 34, just running a Holosun SCS on it. Like I said, so my personal opinion on this Glock after about 500 rounds. I do feel this shoots just a little bit smoother than a Glock 17. I don't know why, but I do think it just a little bit, it does have a little bit of an edge on it than the 17. It may just because it's new, it may just because, you know, I haven't shot a 17 in a long time, and this is the first time I'm shooting a full-size Glock in a long time, besides my 34. I was able to control recoil just a little bit on it. It feels a little bit less snappy than a 17, but I have seen some people say that their 17s feel less snappy than the 47. I really think it comes down to personal preference for the most part. Like I said, I mean, this is just another full-size Glock. Nothing special about it, nothing crazy, but I know it's just kind of like one of those new things that Glock came out with, and it's more compatible with their new Gen 5s, and just has a little more compatibility compared to your basic Gen 5, 17, and like I said, it's been a great handgun for the 500, 600 rounds I've shot through it. I haven't had any jams, haven't had any issues. You get your basic Glock reliability. It is nothing special. If you are looking into getting this handgun, this is replacing the 17. The 17 is no longer going to be continued. If I'm mistaken, let me know down in the comments, but I'm like 90% sure that this is replacing the 17 entirely. So if you're looking into getting a full-size Glock, I think this is a good way to run it. I think this is a good way to go. A 47 is a pretty basic, like I said, Glock handgun. Nothing crazy, nothing special. It's just another Glock handgun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I know it wasn't really super in-depth. There isn't really much to say because, I mean, for the most part, like I said, I know I've said it a lot in this video, but it really is just another Glock in my opinion. But I do love it, and it does shoot great, and it does have some different things that you can do with it. Just like every other Glock I've owned, I take it out of the box and it's extremely accurate. It does have that Glock reliability, and I'm gonna be doing a follow-up to this video eventually here in a few months because I am gonna start every day carrying it in the winter time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to please leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe, like, share the video, do what you wanna do. Like I said, I do enjoy this handgun, and if you are looking into buying one, I highly recommend it. It's a good handgun, and it's a good pistol to start with, or something that you want to use for your duty pistol. I definitely would recommend it. The ability to customize it is out there. It is a Glock, like I said, so there's a lot of stuff. Glock's been around for years. There's a lot of different things that you can do and run with them. If you are a guy that likes to change the internals, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can do and change the internals with this Glock. With that being said, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will catch you guys in the next video.